You are drowning, not in water, but in a substance far more viscous and suffocating. Data. Pause for a moment. Right now, feel the weight of the device in your hand. Feel the texture of the surface under your fingertips. Notice the subtle, almost imperceptible electric hum that seems to travel from the screen up your arm and settles at the base of your skull. This is not just a phone, it is a feeding tube. And you must ask yourself, who is eating and who is being eaten? There is a biological trap wired into your nervous system called the vagus nerve trap. It was designed for the jungle, to freeze you when a predator was nearby so you wouldn't be seen. Today, that predator is the screen. When you doom scroll through wars, economic collapse, and human suffering, your body enters a state of functional freeze. You are not informed. You are paralyzed. The ancients warned us of this. Thoth spoke of the mentalism trap, the danger of allowing your thoughts to be dictated by external currents rather than internal creation. We have been sold a modern lie that to be a good citizen is to be a constant witness to global trauma. We believe that if we watch the fire burn in high definition, we are somehow helping to put it out. But this act of witnessing is not passive. It is a transaction. Right now, as you listen to my voice, a part of you wants to click away. You may feel a sudden restlessness in your legs, a tightening in your chest, or a heavy glazed sensation behind your eyes. Do not ignore this. This is the skip reflex. It is the amygdala hijack in action. Your ego is panicking because it knows we are about to dismantle its primary source of fuel, the illusion that watching gives you control. Why do you feel exhausted after 10 minutes of news, even if you haven't moved a muscle? Because your brain does not know the difference between a pixelated threat and a real one. You are flooding your system with the chemistry of survival, cortisol, adrenaline, but you have nowhere to run and no one to fight. So that energy stagnates, it rots, it becomes the architecture of decay within your own soul. We are going to strip away the noise. We are going to look at the physics of your own imprisonment. We will not just discuss fake news. That is too simple. We are going to decode why your attention is the most valuable commodity in the galaxy and how the Watchers are harvesting it to keep the timeline frozen. If you can hear this, you are already slipping through the cracks of their net. Stay with the discomfort. It is the feeling of your mind waking up. To understand why your reality feels stuck, why history seems to repeat itself in an endless loop of chaos, we must turn to a forbidden corner of physics that connects directly to Bentov's final secret, the Quantum Zeno Effect. Standard quantum mechanics teaches us the observer effect. A particle exists in a wave state, infinite possibilities, until it is observed, at which point it collapses into a single particle, one reality. But the Zeno effect takes this a terrifying step further. It states that if you observe a system continuously, without blinking, it cannot change. It effectively freezes time. Imagine a pot of water. If you were to check the state of the water molecules every single microsecond, the physics suggests that the water would never boil. The act of rapid, relentless observation prevents the system from transitioning from one state to another. Now, apply Apply this to the global mind. The media apparatus acts as a relentless, unblinking eye. It forces billions of consciousnesses to stare at the exact same point of trauma, the same war, the same virus, the same political outrage, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. By keeping the collective gaze fixed on the disaster, we are literally freezing that disaster in the timeline. We are preventing the wave function from collapsing into a solution. We are locking the world into a state of arrested decay. Itzhak Bentov revealed a profound truth in his blink factor theory. You in the universe are supposed to disappear 14 times a second. Reality is stroboscopic. It flashes on existence and off the void. It is in those off moments, in the silence, in the void, that reality restructures itself and evolution happens. But the Matrix has hacked this rhythm. The modern news cycle creates a seamless artificial continuity. There are no pauses. There is no silence. There is no off switch. By refusing to look away, by refusing to blink, we are denying reality the darkness it needs to heal. We are trapping ourselves in a linear hellscape where change is impossible because we never stop staring at the problem. Think about your own life. When do solutions come to you? Do they come when you are obsessing over the problem, staring at it with anxiety? No, they come in the shower. They come when you are walking in the woods. They come when you look away. That is the physics of the blink. But the watchers do not want you to look away. They need the timeline to remain static because a static timeline is predictable, and a predictable timeline is controllable. They are using your own consciousness, the God particle inside your brain, against you. They are using your power of observation to lock the bars of the cage. You are waiting for the world to change, but your unblinking stare is the very force holding it in place. But why? Why would a system be designed to keep reality frozen in a state of decay? If the universe naturally leans toward evolution and harmony, what is the force holding it back? To answer this, we must cross the bridge from physics into the forbidden territories of metaphysics and biology. You are not just an observer. You are a battery. In the esoteric traditions and warned of in the forbidden prophecies, there is a concept known as the Egregore. An egregore is a psychic entity, a massive, invisible thought form that is birthed when millions of minds focus on the exact same idea with intense emotion. It is not a metaphor. It is an energetic parasite. When a headline flashes global crisis and 1 billion people simultaneously gasp in fear, that collective energy does not vanish into the ether. It coalesces. It feeds the egregore. Robert Monroe, the pioneer of out-of-body research, encountered this truth in his journeys. He identified a substance he called loosh, a rare distilled energy produced by organic beings during moments of intense struggle, pain, or fear. The Matrix is effectively a loosh farm. It cultivates crises because peace produces no harvest. Joy is too light. It evaporates too quickly. But fear is heavy. Fear lingers. Fear is the supreme nutrient for the archonic system. Itzhak Bentov provided the scientific framework for this in his wild pendulum theory. He taught that we are all vibrating oscillators. Every human heart and brain emits a frequency. Bentov explained the law of entrainment. When many small pendulums, us, are placed near a massive dominant pendulum, the media egregore, the small ones are forced to synchronize with the large one. Check your body right now. Is there a subtle tightness in your solar plexus? A shallow, jagged rhythm to your breath? That is the physical sensation of entrainment. Your biological rhythm is being hijacked to match the frequency of the collective panic. You are vibrating at the rate of the news cycle, not your own soul. This explains the Wetiko mind virus that the Native Americans warned of, a cannibalistic spirit of greed and consumption that infects the mind. The modern news apparatus is the transmission tower for Wetiko. It bypasses your logic and strikes directly at the amygdala, the biological switch keeping you in the matrix. The tragedy is that this energy transfer is biological. Your DNA is not just a storage device, it is a biocircuitry antenna. It is constantly sending and receiving information from the field. When you tune this antenna to the frequency of the egregore, you are literally rewriting your genetic expression to accommodate fear. You are mutating yourself into a vessel that is easier to control. As long as you are outraged, you are edible. As long as you are terrified of the future, you are powering the very timeline you claim to hate. The egregore does not care which side of the political argument you are on. It does not care if you are right or left. It only cares that the emotion is high voltage. Hate and fear taste the same to the machine. We must now confront the mechanism of delivery. Jean Baudrillard, the philosopher whose work inspired The Matrix, warned us of the simulacrum, a copy of a reality that has no original. When you look at your screen, you believe you are looking through a window at the world. You are not. You are looking at a painting, a digital painting that is constantly retouched, filtered, and curated to trigger a specific neurochemical response. The map has replaced the territory. We have entered a state of hyper-reality. The image of an event feels more real to us than our own physical lives. You will weep for a tragedy happening 4,000 miles away, presented to you in high-definition 4K. Yet you will know the name of the neighbor living 10 feet from your door. This is not empathy. It is displacement. It is a mentalism trap, where your thoughts are no longer your own, but induced hallucinations. The screen acts as a reality shield. It allows you to consume the sensation of living without the risk of actually participating. But there is a hidden cost. Thoth warned of the lucid trap, the danger of waking up inside a dream, only to realize you are still dreaming. The internet is the ultimate lucid trap. It gives you the illusion of omniscience, knowing everything, while stripping you of agency, doing nothing. Consider the torus field of the heart. The heart generates a magnetic field that extends several feet outside your body, designed to interact with the immediate environment, people you touch, trees you walk past, the air you breathe. The screen inverts this field. It collapses your energy inward, focusing it into a two-dimensional plane of glass. Touch the screen of your phone right now. It is cold. It is smooth. It has no texture. It is dead matter. This is the perfect metaphor for the information age, frictionless data that slides right past your soul. It mimics connection, but it provides no sustenance. It is ghost calorie for the spirit. By consuming this hyper-reality, you are manufacturing consent for a script you did not write. Every time you click, you vote. You vote for the narrative to continue. You vote for the villain to remain a villain, and the victim to remain a victim. You are trapped in a feedback loop, where the media predicts your reaction, feeds you the stimulus, and you react exactly as programmed, reinforcing the algorithm. This is the retrocausal trap, where the future, the algorithm's prediction, is shaping your present behavior. You are not seeing the world. You are seeing a hallucination that we have all agreed to call truth. And the first step to waking up is to realize that the screen is not a window. It is a wall. The exit door is hidden in plain sight, but it requires a kind of courage that the modern world has tried to breed out of you. It requires the courage to be unconnected. We call this protocol strategic selective ignorance. This is not about burying your head in the sand. It is about building a quarantine zone for your consciousness. You must realize that your attention is a finite currency. Every second you spend observing the decay of the empire is a second you are not building the ark that will sail you out of it. Thoth and the ancient masters spoke of the vibration of silence as the ultimate weapon. Why? Because silence breaks the feedback loop. Here is the protocol. It is simple, but your addiction will make it feel like torture. Phase 1, the 72-hour blackout, the detox. For the next 3 days, you will sever the feed. No news, no social media scrolling, no checking in on the world. During this time, you will experience the phantom limb of the digital age. You will feel an itch in your fingers, a sudden spike of anxiety that you are missing out, a tightening in the chest that screams something is wrong. Observe these sensations. Do not engage. This is the parasite dying. It is the egregore starving for its meal. The silence you feel is not emptiness. It is the return of your own signal. You are reclaiming the claustrum, the God switch in your brain that they hid from you. Phase 2, the quantum pivot, Bentov's still point. Instead of passively watching the screen and saying, "Look at how terrible the world is," you must turn your gaze inward and ask, "What am I collapsing into existence right now?" Itzhak Bentov called this finding the still point. It is the 0 point where the pendulum of your consciousness stops swinging wildly between fear and desire. Technique: visualize a pendulum swinging. Slowly, with your breath, reduce the arc of the swing until it hangs perfectly vertical. In that stillness, you exit linear time. You exit the architecture of decay. When you withdraw your attention from the narrative of fear, you stop validating it. You stop freezing the wave function of disaster. Phase 3, the gardener's gaze, cognitive filtering. Treat your mind like a garden. If you water the weeds, fear, outrage, gossip, they will consume the plot. Strategic selective ignorance is the act of refusing to water the weeds. If a piece of information does not empower you to act, create, or love within your immediate physical radius, it is not information, it is noise. Discard it. You will be called selfish. You will be called ignorant. Let them talk. They are the prisoners defending the walls of their own cell. You are too busy digging the tunnel out. This is the forbidden law of mental alchemy. You cannot change the reflection in the mirror, the world, by screaming at the glass. You must change the face in front of it, your mind. We have reached the end of the transmission, but for you, this is the beginning of the real work. The Quantum Zeno Effect works both ways. Just as your fear freezes the nightmare, your focused intent can stabilize a miracle. You possess the God particle anatomy inside your brain. You are a biological reality shaper. The system knows this. That is why it spends billions of dollars every year to keep your eyes glued to their screen instead of your own potential. They are terrified of what happens when you look away. You must understand, you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. But you have been tricked into believing you are drowning. The ultimate rebellion is not to fight the system in the streets, for that only feeds it more conflict energy. The ultimate rebellion is to withdraw your consent. It is to starve the Egregore. It is to activate the vertical time that Bentov spoke of, stepping out of the linear decay and into the eternal now. When you disconnect from the hive mind, you become a glitch in the matrix. You become a node of silence in a network of noise. And trust this, the universe screams, but the truth whispers. By reclaiming your attention, you are not just saving your own sanity, you are creating a reality anchor. A stable point in the chaos where a new timeline can begin to form around you. The movie is playing, and it is a horror film, but you are not the character on the screen. You are the projectionist. If you do not like the picture, do not scream at the canvas. Go back to the booth. Change the film. The world will tell you that you are powerless. The physics tells you that you are the cause. Which voice will you listen to? The choice is yours. The signal is now yours to command.